Hey, everybody. It is I, the sleeve singer. I'm here with Valerie Stewart. I'll explain to you why she's in my video. If you have been following my channel, this is my 11-year surgiversary update. It's been a long trip. Val has been a part of that, which is why she's in my video. And the reason why this video is so late is because I made several other videos for my surgiversary, but I decided that they weren't what I wanted to convey. I had a little epiphany, and I decided that I wanted to do it differently this year because I remember what it felt like to be new, and to have information not readily available that you would like, and the truth about it. So what we're going to do today is we are going to have a interview. Val is going to interview me. She is on her way with joining us on the loser's bench. Her surgery is in 2 days. And you remember, if you've had surgery for a while, you can remember the nerves and the questions and the doubts that pop into your head. And we're going to talk all about that. So Val, welcome to the loser's bench soon in 2 days. 2 days. Yeah. All right. We almost surgiversary. Almost. Surgery twins. Because my date was August 1st, 2012, by the way. If you have been a part of my channel, you know that. And I'm not even going to talk about weight because at 11 years, it's really about the lifestyle. And that's the things we're going to talk about. So Val's going to ask me a bunch of questions. Here we go.
Okay, so
I have no idea what these questions are, by the way.
So thinking back to
God,
how everything got started, what was your motivation?
So for me, I had a lot of the rock bottoms. I've got to get this weight off of me. Those things were the walk of shame on a roller coaster where they couldn't shut the roller coaster ride down on me. I used to live with people that I have roommates. This is over many years before I had surgery because I was 44 when I had surgery. Mm-hmm. So even in my late 30s when I moved in with someone, it was a couple. They were so energetic and they were my age, and I was just like, I want to be like that. So I started getting motivated and lost some weight, but they came back on with a vengeance because I didn't change my lifestyle. I did for a little bit and it worked, but it wasn't enough accountability. So rock bottoms, like the walk of shame, like I said, I was in the commercial for St. Agnes. So in case you don't know, I was in the commercial for the center where I had my surgery. They asked me to be in a commercial, and in that commercial there was a before picture of me. Ironically, that picture was a day where I was at someone's birthday party. And we were doing a line dance, and I could not even finish the line dance. I was winded, I was just tired, and I sat down and somebody snapped that picture. And ironically, when they asked me to send them a picture, that was the best one that I had. And so in the commercial, when I opened that portfolio and saw that picture, they had to cut. I lost it because I had forgotten I had sent that picture, and that was pretty much one of the rock bottoms of I am way too young to be feeling like this. I was literally at work. I have a full-time job at another entity right now. Back then, and I had I was literally felt like I was just working and going home and eating and going to bed and going home and then wake up, walk my dog, come home, take a shower, go to bed. I was just watching life pass me by. I was not active. I call it, I was existing, not living. So
I got you.
Yep.
Oh man, okay.
You so cute. So funny. Val, by the way, is one of the instructors at Be More Group Fitness for Women here in Baltimore, and is going to be taking a hiatus, obviously, but she's going to come back with a vengeance after surgery.
Yes.
She on her way back.
So, okay, next question.
Go.
So, what was your biggest fear or challenge after surgery? Not fear, but your challenge.
The realization of things that I had to let go. I actually changed the dynamics with many of my friends because I was so afraid of failing. I had a group of people that it wasn't on them, it was on me, where I just needed to isolate myself to figure this thing out, to figure out how I got to the point of needing surgery. in order to, get control of my weight and learn a better lifestyle and get a better relationship with food. And then I just didn't want, I had a couple of friends who were doubtful, and I just really didn't feel like being around that negative energy.
Right.
And I needed to be around people who would just let me be and just be supportive. What was the beginning of the question again?
Like your biggest.
My biggest fear afterwards?
Fear afterwards.
Yeah, so failing is the biggest fear.
Yeah.
Like, it feels overwhelming at first that there's just so much information. I'm going to mess this up. I remember one time I felt like I ripped my stitches because I got up off the floor a little too fast. I was washing my dog. And when you get up off the floor, you use your core. So I was afraid that I had ripped my stitches.
How far out were you?
So I was still at home recovering.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So I was probably like 3 weeks out. About maybe 2 and some change. And what I did was, we have the place where I got my surgery. We have a Facebook page, and I put on the page, "Oh my God, I think I ripped my stitches." There's like a pulling sensation that just won't go away. And then by reaching out to people who got where I was, they were like, "That's normal. At this stage of the game, there is a pulling sensation that you will feel."
Oh, wow.
If that not everybody has it, but if you do. But I'm just saying, that's my point about changing the dynamics of who you communicate with, because this thing is just different. It's just different than any other kind of surgery you've had. Like, I know somebody that has, for example, that has had brain surgery, and she joined a page of people who also had brain surgery. And that kind of support is different from just, even here at the gym and stuff. They don't get it, so be around the people who are going through the journey or have gone through the journey with you. That's very important.
So now, to this day, do you still get that? You get that sensation?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, I don't get any sensation. But I do still feel full off of certain foods. Still, yeah. I don't know if that's one of your questions, but certain foods still fill me up.
Swell up.
Yep. So there's eggs are a big thing. In fact, adopting a new lifestyle, if I know I'm going somewhere where there's going to be a lot of food, or maybe, I sing in the band, so maybe sometimes when I know I won't be able to partake in the eating because I'm working, I'll make sure I eat before, and a lot earlier before, because of my diaphragm can expand to sing. So I still have restriction. I eat things that will fill me up and hold me there longer. Sometimes I even bring one of my Premier Protein shakes with me, just to have something to nibble on. The biggest thing is that food is just not controlling my life anymore. It's a part of my life, and I need it because I like to work out. I definitely like to party every once in a while, but even then, it's still limited. I just have bigger priorities now, so that's where that is. It's so crazy.
So so you see where I'm at. I'm at 2 days, right? 2 days out. If you can think back, because I can tell you how I feel. How did you feel? It's getting close. How did you feel?
I actually have a video out there you should check out.
Okay.
A couple of days before I was getting all my stuff together, I was freaking out. You are looking at the worst person to ever get a surgery ever.
I've heard the story.
So don't take my stuff for granted. I mean, I am that person that just doesn't like to be put to sleep. Now, and the other side, the other demon I was dealing with was, what if this doesn't work? Now what?
Oh gosh, what's next?
What am I gonna do if this doesn't work? Are my friends right? The ones that said, all you gotta do is just go and work out. I don't understand why you gotta do all of that. But my brother, who's no longer with us, was actually a big, don't do this to yourself and all of that. But I told him, I have to do this. It's my cross to bear. This weight thing has been on me forever. You have no idea. I know I smile through the pain, but I need to start living my life the way I want to live my life. So, and I knew that, I had done enough research where I knew this is what I need. This is the restriction. This is the accountability I need. I know it's not the solution. It makes you dig deeper to figure out how you got there.
Yeah.
The mental is the biggest thing, because after the restriction is there, real tight in the beginning, no lie. It's very much like a big shove in the right direction. But as time goes on, the responsibility changes from the tool to your head.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if your mindset isn't in that place of, wait a minute, I laid out on the table and let somebody alter an organ in my body, nothing is more important than that, then you'll be fine. You'll be fine. How you feeling? How about we ask you some questions?
Gosh, no.
How you feeling? What my drink at? I had a drink, didn't
I am.
I? Oh, that's it. How you feeling?
Freaking out.
Okay, freaking out. Tell me what that means.
Like you said, it's like a lot of information. I find myself going back to my notebook. I got this binder full of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, okay, let me write some stuff down. Even though it's there,
Mm-hmm.
printed out, I'm still writing down a different spot,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And it's just like I'll wake up sometimes, some nights. I mean, like I've been for the last 3 weeks. I just wake up like, do I want to do this? Do I want to do this?
Are you having doubts?
No.
Okay, good. I had doubts. I was like, maybe I could do it because I lost 17 pounds before surgery.
Right.
Just changing the mindset, like what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
looking at food differently, making other options, making other choices because you do have a choice.
Yes.
And I found that 17 pounds fell off just by changing the mindset. So with the tool
I know you
and
were
the
thinking,
different mindset.
well, you do this.
Yeah, no, I was thinking, do I need to do this? Do I need to do surgery? But I had someone actually who had surgery and gained a lot of her weight back. And she said to me, you owe yourself, how did she put it? You owe yourself something different this time because you don't just do weight loss surgery. Many other programs have you do other things first to try it, to prove to your insurance company, really, that you need this surgery.
Right.
Other than having a comorbidity. So, which is, if you don't know what that is, that's high blood pressure, high cholesterol, one of those things that are associated with, having extra weight. They will go ahead and give you that opportunity to try other things, and if you don't, then you have to have surgery. So, then they suggest you have surgery, and your insurance usually takes care of things. But she had surgery. She had a gastric bypass.
Did she do a revision?
She did not. She is just living her life the way that she wants, but it works for her. It didn't work for me. But I was able to interview her and some other people who failed at it their word at surgery. And they said that it just didn't work for them. And I asked, how could it not work if you're got a smaller stomach, in either surgery? How can it not work? You can't overeat without, quote unquote, supposedly getting sick and all of that kind of thing or feeling bad. How can it not work? And they said, basically, I let life become a priority more than what I didn't do what I should have done. I didn't follow the rules.
Program, right.
And I let things become more important than myself again, and then the weight came back on, and then those things that I tried to do just weren't as effective while I was tight. So, yeah. So I made some tough decisions in the beginning, but I knew that I was not going to let this fail. It's almost a determination, and I almost proving people wrong that were naysayers for me. That's my journey, though.
And
Everybody is different.
Too.
Yeah, everybody is feeling like probably, you don't need to do it. You teach fitness and all of that stuff, but
yes,
it's more than that. You need it you need the accountability. You need a tighter accountability, and you need the help. It's funny because if you were going to have, I don't know, if there was surgery for drinking too much, people would be like, yeah, get that. That would be a good thing for you.
Yeah.
But when it comes to weight stuff, people just don't understand. It's just not that easy. You
It's
need
not.
that. So, but anyway, how's she feeling?
Well, nervous but relieved.
Okay, relieved. Tell me about that.
Relieved,
Relieved before the surgery. That's a good thing.
Relieved, finally, because it's like, I'm thinking I'm making the right decision, and where my mind is, like you said, you got to come into that lifestyle and that mindset.
Yep.
And I'm already there.
Yep.
You know
Good.
what I mean?
Good. And what happens is that you don't even know the doors that are closed for you right now. Like, you're just used to that being like, yeah, I won't even go in that store. There's nothing in there for me if you're in the shopping. Or being able to cross your legs. Or being able to, I had somebody tell me, I can't wait to be able to wear boots over my legs like you do. Like things like that you don't even think about people kind of want that, and you have an opportunity to just walk life differently. Whatever that means for you. My journey is my journey. Your journey will be yours.
Right.
As long as you stay healthy. That's why at 11 years, I usually give my weight and all of that stuff. To me, that doesn't matter because I'm not the person I used to be.
Right.
Not in any aspect of that. Have I been a lot smaller? Yes. There is a rock bottom weight that I got down at even when I was like, oh, that's a little too small for me.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. Running was a lot easier. However, I want to do what's going to be a maintained weight and lifestyle.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'll just tell you, I got down to probably, my lowest ever was probably like 145.
Wow.
Which for me, with my frame, because I have a large frame, it was nice to be that size, but it almost, I didn't like me that way. I would look in the mirror and be like, who is this person? And you may go through that. Because when you are really tight, your metabolism is changing. And then when things start to even out, that's when your habits need to be locked in from the past 6 months of, I was, because 6 months is like that, we call it the honeymoon stage, when things just really, come off and weight just really comes off. Set up your habits now. And I already know you to be an habitual person. That's what's good about you. Yeah. Honestly, that's what's good about you, because that's what you want. I got to figure out this rhythm thing for me, because then it just becomes what you do. Yeah. You don't even think about it. That's why I still drink Premier Protein first thing in the morning. I cannot do food first thing in the morning. It's just like I gotta wake my stomach up or something.
Yeah.
And I just need something to get going. So boom, 30 grams of protein right there. Big Premier Protein chocolate person. I only like chocolate. I've tried
vanilla.
Ugh. That's like drinking chalk. I've tried the cookies and cream.
You like that pumpkin?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pumpkin is out if y'all into that. You know it's that time of year. But yeah. But no, So
even from the beginning,
mm-hmm.
Speaking of Premier Protein,
mm-hmm.
from the beginning, your stomach tolerated it? You were okay with it?
So in the beginning, I struggled with the protein taste.
Okay.
And gaining what they call the protein tongue. Because I wasn't anywhere where you are. You at least make your own shakes. I've seen you do that. But I was eggs and bacon and pancakes and I was all of that kind of stuff. And, I have that now and it fills me up for hours, but at the beginning, you can't have that stuff. So my liquid stage was mainly trying to figure out what I liked. And that's another thing. Don't buy, I know we said that a lot, but I'm saying it for the camera. Don't buy a lot of stuff to try. If you find if you want to try something, see what the smallest portion is that you can buy of it. Because if you don't like it, that's money wasted.
Yeah.
Right? You got to find your thing. So I was actually doing, I tried a bunch of, at GNC, they had pre-made shakes. Okay. I would try their version and it was okay. I just wanted it was a different taste that I knew I needed to get used to.
Right.
And some stuff I just couldn't tolerate. I still don't like strawberry flavored things.
Really?
And the electrolytes that I drink, because I just finished teaching, excuse the stuff, but I know, right? I don't like strawberry flavored things. They taste nasty. I can't even describe the word, but they make me want to vomit. And when in the beginning, I wanted to vomit a lot, taste and stuff.
What about berry?
I don't like anything like that, but you do. So
really?
That's what I mean. That's why so many different versions and flavors of Premier Protein, because everybody likes different stuff. Some people like the vanilla, some people like the chocolate, some people like that chocolate peanut butter.
With protein, I like vanilla. I like chocolate. I can do whatever, but like you said, I make my own.
You make your own,
and I'm gonna get some ready-made shakes.
Yeah, they're just good to, if you're like me on the go. They're good to grab and go. And I don't cook very often, so for me, I'm eggs and protein, whatever the protein meat is, but I'm not one of those kale and all of that stuff, which you won't be able to have in the beginning anyway, because it's too fibrous. But I'm just saying, for me to have a ready-made shake that I didn't have to measure out, because I did eventually find a powdered shake that I liked. at GNC.
Oh, GNC.
Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't their version, but it was one of their versions that they sold. It was pretty good, but it was only good when I put the right amount of powder in there. And if you don't,
a scoop?
Yeah, it was a scooper, but sometimes you would shake it up because I used that thing with the spring
Oh,
in it. And sometimes it was like it's not a good one today, and then sometimes it's grainier than others, and then but to already have a pre-made shake, I tasted somebody's shake. I was like, you know what, that's not bad. And I tried other flavors with it. I was like, nope, chocolate is me. So
chocolate is you.
I'm sticking to it. I am, if that's a version of lazy, fine. I'm still getting my 30 grams of protein.
No, you're getting that protein in.
Yep.
All right. Yep. That's fun.
Well, you are about 48 hours out. This time tomorrow night, you'll be doing that.
Well, okay, I can't eat anything past 8.
Right, tomorrow.
And then after midnight, which I'll go downstairs and watch television, I'll start drinking that Gatorade.
Okay.
I gotta drink.
They want you to put Gatorade. Okay. So things have changed in the 11 years that I have. We are having. She is the same. She's gonna have the same surgeon I had, Dr. Averbach of St. Agnes Hospital. I'll throw him out there. And he knows that she's a friend of mine. And she's going to the same hospital clearly. But rules have changed since 11 years. I don't remember any kind of electrolyte drinking that I needed to do. I just remember I had my last meal, which I'm going to ask you what your last meal is. You can ask me what mine is. I had that last meal they call it the Last Supper. Like you ain't going to never eat again, right?
Like you're not going to eat again, yeah.
I had that, and then that was after 8 o'clock. I couldn't have any more. And then after midnight, I think I couldn't drink anymore.
Really?
Either. Okay. Maybe just water a little bit, because you don't want to be dehydrated. So that's probably why you don't electrolyte, so that things will flow easily in your bloodstream.
And I have to, tomorrow, you're not using my inhaler as needed.
Okay.
But I got to use it like all day.
Yeah.
Just to be open.
Yeah.
And
what other preparations are you doing?
As far as what,
so your nose rings, they gotta come out.
Oh, they have to come out. I have my retainers. I'm gonna get those out tonight. I'll do that tonight.
And then you got your shower with the.
Well, you know what? Okay, my friend, you know Jennifer. Her daughter had surgery. Back in June.
Okay.
And I was just mentioning to her the things I needed. I said, I need to get some antibacterials. She's like, I have some head cleanse you had. I was like,
okay, good.
But I haven't seen her yet.
Okay. Well, that's all right. You got a whole 24 hours.
I'm like,
okay. You got, so it's exactly, it's 7, so we're making this video around 7 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so almost pretty much 24 hours from now, she is on her way taking her first step to the loser's bench.
24. Yeah, exactly.
24, because you got to prep the day before. Her surgery is Friday morning at 10 or 10:15. 10:15.
Oh my God.
Yes, and this is Wednesday, August 30th.
Yeah.
So she's going to be a September 1st. I was at August 1st, so we go with that. I will tell you, so at the effects right now, I do have a little bit of, and I've just had my annual, I do find myself having a lot more acid reflux lately.
Oh, okay.
Lately. It's kind of come on lately. Tums takes care of that for me, and it's triggered by certain things. Citrusy things kind of do it. Fried things kind of do it. To the point where I vomit. Like, I just got to get it out of me. But that is just a reminder that I just need to reevaluate what I'm eating. So it doesn't hurt. It's still.
I was gonna say.
It's still. Yes, acid reflux is not.
No, I'm talking about here.
Nope.
Okay.
When I have to get it out, and let me throw this out there for the new people, because I know like everybody's afraid of vomiting. Okay. I used to vomit a lot when I was a little girl. I was actually born, I think they said, I don't know how true this is, because you know how parents like to take a story. But supposedly the lining of my stomach was thin, and I was very, very sensitive to certain foods. Hot dogs, things like that. All kid stuff made me sick. And I vomited a lot. I was probably overeating, to be honest with you. I've been heavy, if probably 80% of my life. I don't like to vomit at all. However, this acid reflux is so bad sometimes that it's just easier for me to vomit and get it over. And I'm literally fine afterwards. Oh. And it's not a violent vomit. It's kind of a, my stomach starts to, I can actually feel it cramping in and out, and then boom, It comes out. But it's not a violent thing like when you're sick and you have a stomach flu. It's not like that.
Just gotta get
but I just noticed that, so Tums takes care of that though most of the time, and it's usually triggered, like I said, by certain foods that I just avoid. And when I know that that's the option, like that's gonna happen, I make sure I have Tums with me. Like if I go to dinner or I'm going somewhere where I know that's gonna be offered, that's usually a thing. I'll either avoid it, or if I have it, it's very little, and I take some Tums.
Okay.
So it's just about creating that space of just thinking before you eat, like and that's the headset, that's the mindset.
Now going back to prep.
Go.
So going back to prep, I had the history of the blood clots.
Okay. Yes.
And I'm on the medication. Well, not anymore.
Nope.
Now I stopped taking the medication.
So she had to stop taking her blood thinners.
I had to stop taking my blood thinners as of Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Monday, it was supposed to have been no more past Sunday, but I called the nurse and she was like, "Don't take any more. It's 4 days.
Okay.
It's 5 days. It's 3 days." I was so confused.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Don't take any more."
Yep.
So, and then I had to take these shots in my stomach.
Okay. Have you been doing them?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying I will have to.
Yes.
So they told me to bring one with me for teaching purposes, but I'm just afraid I won't be able to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to have to, but.
Yeah.
But did you do any type of, like, the compression or the blood thinners? Did they do anything?
I remember taking or doing something. My partner at the time was a nurse, so I think that she gave me a couple shots in my belly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
To be honest with you.
You probably did it for like 10 days.
I think that happened, and then I was taking it orally, maybe, but probably not.
Not a long time.
Yeah, I do remember being on the blood thinners though.
Okay.
For a little bit for the blood clots. Biggest thing is when you're able, get up and walk.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna be there when she wakes up. I'm gonna try to be as much as I can be. That first night you're gonna be gassy. They gotta blow your area up. Here's where I will give you some advice. I don't know how much you want to know. Do you want to know? Like some people don't like ignorance is bliss, right?
Ain't no tea in my head. Go.
Okay, go. So I was gassy and wanted to either pass gas or burp. Because they blow that area up so they can see in there, and the gas gets stuck in there. So I took some Gas X things that melt on your tongue.
Yeah, I got some.
They really helped me. They helped move it around, and so did walking. And girl, the nurses was like, "Doing your lap again?" I was like, "Yup, me and my IV pole, we gonna make this thing." Out? Yeah, it came out either way. I was either and could care less, whatever. Yeah, but some people really were bad with it. But here's the thing that works for you, and this goes to anybody that is gonna take this journey on. The more you prep your body for the stress of surgery, the better. And because you teach fitness and you've been moving and doing what you can, that's gonna play a big part. For me, I got out there and I was walking and I was just trying to do something to stay moving. At the time, I have a video of me walking that I had just finished walking, and I went and got a pedicure because, like you said, I knew I wasn't going to be able to touch my feet for a while and just wanted to feel pampered for a little bit. I did keep moving so that when I got to surgery, and the recovery, your body recovers better when it can handle stress better. So the fact that you exercise now is a good thing for you. It's a great thing for you.
I know I took this week off, but
well, that's okay. But the fact that you're moving around, you're still a mobile person. You're not somebody that just sits and does that. And so I give that advice to everybody, because literally the day after surgery, so August 2nd, when my surgeon came to check on me, he looked at me. I was sitting in the chair, and he said, "Did I operate on you yesterday? Because you really look good." And I was like, "I feel fine." I mean, did you? The only pain on August 2nd that I had was it felt like somebody had just been punching my stomach over and over again. Soreness, not pain.
Soreness, okay.
Yeah, it felt like I did a million crunches, and it's just like, I'm sore, like that kind of pain.
Did it bother you to move too much? Yeah,
so I learned the pillow thing. So when you go home, be able to bring a pillow just to put over you with the seatbelt, to kind of protect your midsection.
Yes.
Bring a pillow. And then when the bumps come, you can hold on to it as much as you can, and it just kind of keeps everything locked in. Keeps everything locked in. Gotcha. Don't laying back is actually wasn't that comfortable.
I'm gonna sit in that recliner.
I sat in a recliner a lot. I slept in a recliner for 2 weeks, probably.
Really?
And I maybe didn't need to, but I just did. And
Nyla, all the way.
By the way, Nyla is still alive, y'all. She's 16 and hanging in there. That's my girl. My vet calls her the tank. She was laying right with me, like, oh, okay, we sleeping out here, cool. And she was, up in a little corner. Yeah, I slept in a recliner. It's just easier to have that motivation when you unrecline, that motivation to push you forward, because you want to learn how to, just like we learned in class, how to push through your feet and roll and stand up. That's how you got to stand up. You got to roll and push through your feet and stand up, so you're not using your core.
So you're not using your core?
So you don't want to use it, because that's when you feel it. So you want to roll forward, push through your feet, and rise. You know what I mean? You'll feel it.
The chair gonna be like up there.
Yeah, that helps too. But it's not. Listen. It's just gonna feel overwhelming right now. You will figure things out. You've had other surgeries before. You've had children. You will be
28
fine.
years ago, that C-section.
Yeah,
that's a long time
so similar to that. Okay, so you figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, you just gotta, but do the pillow thing for sure. Bring a pillow with you. Yeah, I'm coming home. It just helps with the bumps.
I'll have it. I'll just take it with me.
Yeah. I'll take one that's nice and cool. Anyway.
I know what's on them socks.
Yep. Anyway.
All right, good.
All right, well, we have given you enough. My final wishes for you is there's plenty of room on the loser's bench. And as the months go on, you are going to be taking up less space on the loser's bench. It is a scary but worthwhile journey. Mm-hmm. You will have good and bad days. That is just like any journey. There is peaks and valleys. But the good days definitely outweigh the bad ones. Stay in touch. I'm a life coach as well, so I'm going to be in her ear, in her corner as well. I thank you for the pandemic for that, because that's how that came along. And had started a gym with beautiful women. I was already an instructor, but it's a long story. That's another video. But now we are pushing forward, and it's a very positive place. Yes. Hence why we're doing this video. I wanted to do something different for my 11-year surgiversary. I just feel like this far out, people want to know the real stuff when you're new. And I thought, you know what, maybe we can interview somebody who's getting ready to join us. So that's Miss Stewart here. And next time you see her, she's going to give you an update of how she's doing, maybe. I will. Or maybe she'll start her own channel. But either way, I think this was a great opportunity for her. Maybe we should have done it as a live, and questions could have popped up on the screen too. But maybe we'll do that another time as an update. But thank y'all for hanging to the end of this video. You know that my out message is always weight loss surgery is not the short answer to a bigger problem. Find your bigger problem, work with your tool, and it'll work with you. I will see you ladies or gentlemen. I'm used to teaching females. I will see you ladies and gentlemen on the other side. Wish Val good luck. She's going to be fine. She's going to read the comments, I'm sure. So feel free to send her some. She is a member of the page as well. And you got this. It's going to be all right.
Yeah.
All right. See you later. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.